So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it with West. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's West again. Evades him at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, 33 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's West that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. This is West. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got room. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Throwing here on first down. Flacco eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. A red zone first down for Flacco. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. And they've got it here with a first down. Trying to pound it in with West. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run again here with West. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's West that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Campanaro on the return. What a spin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try and account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. West. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benjamin Watson, 36 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Campanaro. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On first down, Flacco. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, The defense was willing to concede, and they stopped him well short of a first down.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now Flacco. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Here's Flacco. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now it's Flacco. Going back to Macklin. This time he's got him. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Falcons won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's roll the highlights. Ravens with possession halfway through one. West is going to look for a gap, and he'll take it in for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead. Ravens have it early in the second. West is going to take it up the middle, and he'll go for a score. Ravens up now by 14. 1st and 10. Flacco's going to find his mark, and this goes 36 yards for the score. The Ravens up now by 21. Now 1st and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 30, past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play that time for the Ravens. 64 yards. And quickly they get to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's going to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Suggs able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. Look at the spin. And now running right through it.
Oh!
Still going. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Campanaro, 84 yards. And the Ravens add on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run. Devontae Freeman. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now it's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu from 6 yards away. And the Falcons claw one back.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Flacco. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's Flacco. Flushed out right. Oh, now he bowls him over. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
This has not been a banner game for the defense, not in any shape or form, but I love what they're doing right now. My admiration for them really is jumping up. What a great stand defensively, trying their best to keep them out of the end zone.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy twisting away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Again, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a handoff looking right. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 30 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Looking deep here for Macklin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep playing.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 39 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long.